Thank you for your introduction and kind words. Good afternoon, viewers. It gives me a pleasure to be with all the experts on this storage. I'm not at all expert. Let me admit at the beginning itself. I can only talk about the what are the application we can use it using the battery storage. Uh, Thank you, Ravi and Tobias, for your invitation. Thank you, Intersolar, for providing this opportunity. I'm going to talk about the delivering the greater value for C&I customers using the rooftop as well as through the open access. So as we all know that battery prices are falling on a regular basis. If you see last 10 years, the battery prices have fallen almost 90%. And we expect by 2025, it will be much, at least 50% of what currently today we are getting it. And this is the reason in decline the battery prices is mostly, as Mr. Babu has also explained, the advancement in the cell chemistry, critical components which are coming up, which are also cost effective, the larger capacity of the factory, which is giving us the economics of scale, and process learning have enabled us to faster production lines. Now, storage is the key to the utility of the future. As we know in the utility, energy storage will be the important factor going forward. Currently, as we have seen and what Mr. Babu has also explained, that renewable energy has profoundly changed the power sector. The energy storage will enable the utility in the future. The storage technology will be the key delivering flexibility, the balance and reliability of the providing the capacity and ancillary services at a potentially lower cost than the utilities traditional investment. As we have seen in utilities, is a very traditional business. As usual, they had a generation and transmission and everything. Now we have seen there is a growth in the renewable generation. And what's going to be emergence in the utility of the future is a demand on flexible and balanced and reliable supply. We have seen in earlier presentation that balancing the grid and is a major task, and that's something which feel that the storage can help. Currently, the prices at which we are getting the batteries or the storage which is available today off grid, replacing the diesel consumption, is really affordable, and one can very well go. Today, whatever the diesel genset, what we get the power, which is, and by doing the storage, we will be much cheaper than what we are getting it from DG sets. So upgrade is already been done. If you see from this slide, the behind the meter, what we are talking about is solar rooftop, solar and storage where the net metering is not permitted. There the batteries can be used. The process industries where the outage is linked to the large production loss, that also it can be used, and today it become there also it is economical to use it. What's going forward is the demand charge reduction, solar storage instead of grid electricity. That will come as we see as we go forward, and talking about when we will have the reducing the battery prices, then this could also come in application. Ahead of meter, today it is possible for the grid ancillary services replacing like what Mr. Babu mentioned, the gas picker plants which are coming up in the evening in the US. There this is today also it looks to be feasible. Predictable renewable power through the open access and group captive wind, solar, wind and storage. As we have seen it, even SECI has come up with the round the clock bid with using the solar, wind and storage. So this is going to be the future, and though it is today not 100% viable, but yes, partially it's viable today also. The storage application exists along the entire value chain like generation, transmission and distribution. And situation today that these applications are throughout the industry, including the addressing the variability of the renewables and transmission and distribution. Now we have seen at the generation level, we can any supply distribution like what Mr. Babu has explained, particularly on the hydro. We can certainly at a generation level, we can use the batteries. At a transmission level, defer the transmission upgrades, relieve the transmission congestion, provide the grid ancillary services can be used. At a distribution level, it can be used for the deferred distribution upgrades, again provide the backup power. support the microgrids and reduce the demand charges. Now, one of the, I'll just take you through some of the C&I customers where they can use it. Demand peak shaving is one of the application where the batteries can be used, where the solar and batteries together can be used. As you know, in Maharashtra, if you look at it, the demand charge currently is 411 rupees per unit to the, now it has gone to the 472. So as the demand, when the morning, when there are all the units are getting picked up or all the factory starts, suddenly the demand increases, and therefore that can be shaved off by way of doing the battery storage, storing it, and the demand curve to a certain level can be flattened. That will help to reduce the demand charge. So battery price reduction and reducing the payback on investment will help. Ideal for clients where the high variations in the load is there. Distribution companies incentivized by as the ESS helps them to relieve the stress on the grid. Second application where it can be used for the C&I customer is the excess storage on the solar units to offset the grid units at a peak tariff. As you know, the solar will generate in the afternoon very often, very high level as compared to the whether if the load is not available, then that particular things can be storage, and that afternoon high generation storage can be used in the evening where there is a high peak time. For example, in Maharashtra, you have a very high peak tariff in 6 to 10. During that period, if you generate from solar in the afternoon and use it in the evening time, that will give us the saving in terms of the high tariff, and it can be protected from the high peak tariff. Currently, greater the frequency of the wastage of solar units, faster is the payback of the ESS. So it all depends on the capacity and all those things. Now, case 3, we recently have seen it during the lockdown. The Mumbai was blackout, and Mumbaikars reacted to the power outage. Now, this is this particular thing when we are talking about for C&I and utility customers, the linked value to the storage of the productivity loss, where the production is very critical or the continuous process is there it works like an insurance policy. In case of the any such incidents like a blackout or the failure on the grid, the battery will come and it will help. Though it is not on a regular basis, it will be used. But it is like insurance policies, what we generally take it for safeguarding the certain unforeseen circumstances. Avoiding the economic and productivity loss due to the power outage for the enterprise is very high, and therefore the ESS will help them. It applies to the process industry where the non-stop power supply is fundamentally critical. Very often, alternatively, for diesel genset, which may be banned during the certain period of the year in some geographies like NCR, as you know, due to the pollution. During the winter season, the use of the generators is completely banned. There we can use the battery storage. Another application where it can be used is more predictable renewable energy through the open access. Or even trading on the IEX. As you know, there is every state is coming up with the DSM mechanism. Now, in a DSM mechanism, you need to predict the energy 15-minute block. But as you know, there is a sun as well as there could be a cloud cover or something, and therefore what you predict may not be in a position to achieve, and you may get some penalty. To avoid this, if you have some kind of a storage designed to give you the backup, this will reduce the penalty of the DSM. In some states, the banking is not provided. There also, this particular thing can be used where the excess energy or clipped energy can be stored in the battery. And this storage can be placed either at the load side generation, or it can be placed at the dispatch side or where the demand is there. And as you know, the market is also now started talking like US. In India also, people have started talking about the virtual PPAs. And there also, this storage can play a key role. Now, what needs to be done, what we expect from the policy, which will help the greater adoption of these energy storage, is the tax tax benefit like such as the accelerated depreciation on energy storage assets will help to kickstart the storage deployment. As you know, in the initial stage of when the renewable was introduced in India, the solar as well as the wind was given the accelerated depreciation. That has helped initially to start with this thing, understand people were going for it, and then slowly, once it has become the grid parity was achieved, government could able to get take out the accelerated depreciation benefit. That similar thing it could be applied right now also, and that will help the energy storage adoption very quickly. Mechanism to monetize the services provided by ESS, such as voltage and frequency regulation, time shift, etc., by the discoms to the owners of the ESS. This is something which is today is not seen as one of the major thing, but going forward as the renewable is increasing, this is going to be the biggest thing which will be required because this is, as Mr. Babu has explained, this is a challenge for the utilities to maintain the voltage and frequency, and therefore the ESS will play a major role. Stringent enforcement of the penalties for the distribution and the companies having the downtime on the leading of the economic loss. Need to the modern real-time industrial tariff structure that reflects the stress on the grid at the different points of time, thereby allowing grid-connected flexible assets such as storage to be truly to be used for the fullest extent. And this is what I wanted to share with you. And I'm sure the other speakers will add a lot on this going forward. Thank you.